with this one right here, we got Mitch, Madball Bars with Kennedy Allstar. You got what Kennedy Allstar, especially with him, because he's clever with the beats and all that other scandalous. And then you got Mitch with the Madball Bars with just Kennedy. So this one right here is clever right here. So you got something clever. You got something clever coming into the clever is doing it. Especially with Mitch having his whole, Madball boards and him having his whole, other stuff coming around, and mainly his cone stones and everything else. But you got what Mitch and the whole other, just talks around, with this whole thing and this whole just slaughter.
What you say, Mitch? Second time lucky?
Look.
Cause I know the people were rocking with you the first time round, but I know they never anticipated you to spin back for another one. So here we go.
Look.
It's Mitch.
Look.
Mad about bars.
Check. Look.
Look,
I went from waving this gun to Jay-Z or Brum. They wanna rap and drill, how much have they done? I got a nephew called Ray, he ain't bringing a rum. Elephant man, the way he give the pagans a run. And now they know how I'm coming, I already come. I had to spin it on blocks, we already spun. Way before I drop win, they say I already won. Took the dingers off the Akis, now they calling me Lun. The helium, I want Dior tops and medium. Sucking balloons, I don't agree with. Know how I'm coming, I already come. I had to spin it on blocks, we already spun. Way before I drop win, they say I already won. Took the
About bars.
check. Look, I went from waving this gun to Jay-Z or Brum. They wanna rap and drill, how much have they done? I got a nephew called Ray, he ain't bringing a rum. Elephant man, the way he give the pagans a run. And now they know how.
He said the way the elephant, I got these pagans all run, and he said the way I'm waving these guns, you would think I'm coming, I'm coming for that Brom. And then he said the whole thing, like he said with the elephant and the whole thing, and he said I would have these just with the elephant, I'm waving these things, having them run, hey, with that, that much skirtily, what he's trying to get into, like. He said something straight sketchy right there. Like he said, the way he, the way he's torsing his thing and the way he's flishing his thing, he got the pagans running, and the way he's on another costume, he got the improvements and everything else, and the whole just fluked it.
I'm coming, I already come. I had to spin it on blocks, we already spun. Way before I drop win, they say I already won. Took the dingers off the Akis, now they calling me Lun. The helium, I want Dior tops and medium. Sucking balloons, I don't agree with them. Pick this pole or this podium. I went from Nickelodeon, music got me cake, it's Napoleon. I shall overcome, in my fours all these Jordan 1s. Now they want a picture like Jordan Dunn. Overall, the man are overdone. Things I couldn't show my son, but I can show this drum, you can hold this pun. NSG, I'm with some black youths in PSG tracksuits, trying to turn a boy into a statue. Stand alone by choice, I never had to. And had to dress like JLS in a rap group. DDT, from the back roads, PDC. Go on like a goon, but it's PVC. I'm the oil like CBT, this game is just me and me. I was home alone like DBE. Nameless and brainless, the fame, meth and dangerous. I'm too bait, getting clapped by my name. Never had to, and had to dress like JLS in a rap group. DDT, from the back roads, PDC. Go on like a goon, but it's PVC.
We said from the back road and everything else, like him just having this whole thing, like he said from the BBC to the everything else, and him just having this whole thing, like he coming with those Riddick brunch lines, like hey, just the brunch lines and the brunch lines behind it and the lyrics behind it, just that whole that whole just Scooty thing, how he just put it. He said I'm coming from the straight, punch line and everything else, like he just got it all type of ways. He said to the BBC, to the DVDs and everything else. Remember the DVDs too, especially those DVDs and everything else. And he said from the crunch line to the BBCs, and then mainly to everything else, like coming around, and him just having this whole, profis and everything else, profis coming into it, and the whole just lictorice.
PVC. I'm the oil like CBT, this game is just me and me. I was home alone like DBE. Nameless and brainless, the famous and dangerous. I'm too bait, getting clapped by my neighbours. I seen the geezers kicking it with the other ones, leaving letters in the station. Greedy guy, catch me in Wingstop or TGI. I spot up with my beady eyes. They patronise when I was shooting in the gym like Valentine. Didn't get my flowers like Valentine. Free poet, free Palestine. Bro, did it so divine. Champion boy like Alkaline. I was confined, fell in love with buying before I spat a rhyme. Way before I signed on a dotted line. Mad about stars before mad about bars. And they know I got talent, why they mad about ours? Mad about stars before mad about bars. They know I got talent, why they mad about ours? These rappers like girls should be mad about bras. If I do get my flowers, look mad in that vase.
We said these people be mad about bras. Ooh, and then he put the whole thing into it, like he said, mad about stars and the whole thing. Like before it's mad about, like, come on, he put in the shadow on, you know. The shadow is all on right now. The shadow's all on the skeezy, you know, about this whole thing. Like he putting the shadow, he making the shadow, you know, shine a lot more skeezy. Like he said, you know, he putting the whole thing, like he said, with the bra and the thing, like even to be the, you know, the convincence coming in with this, like he just roosting through it, you know. Like he said, he got his shadow, he got the menace on it, he got everything just closed him. Is it?
The man them want drums, you can keep the guitars. This ain't 50-50, they'll let it sing like Lamar. I was locked in a jar, to a sports car. It's 1 mile away, bro, it's not very far. I don't need to go far, if it's smoke, I'm cigar. It's bizarre, do it raw. It hit the crossbar, Ali gonna so sharp. Me and bro stick together, Harold and Kumar. They say Mitch, you are Guan, yeah, I take it too far. I'm a storm and the calm, if it's calm, then it's calm. You're lying out your lips, man, you need lip balm. And these jail guys ain't caused me any harm. Yeah, you hard rap about how your boy got disarmed. Keep the back door closed, weren't born in a barn. In a basement with Sean, listening to popcorn. They rap about Johns, but they never popcorn. Before all the drums, I'm a black boy with charm. And if the school bell a ring, Kenny ring the alarm. And I don't want flowers if it came from a farm. You ain't reading the Psalms like you ain't reading my palm. From a place called Birmingham, it's like Vietnam. Try speech to your mom, cause it sing like a dawn.
Is this how you're moving, Jackson?
He didn't came in with the whole thing, like the Alexa and the whole thing, like this one right here just coming into it, and everything else, him just having his whole thing, like we had it just roke him, you know, with the whole roking thing like that. Like he came in, he was flossy with it, he ain't show no type of, you know, interference. Like he just straight coasted in, like he coasted in with the whole thing and everything else, especially with Mitch, Matador bars and his whole thing. Like just seeing him just coming with the whole present and him get us something presently. Like he said, people mad about brawls, mad about the stars and everything else. And you know how we put the whole thing. But hey, this one right here was just cleverless. Like he got it on all kinds of ortholostis and everything else. But with Kennedy, Allstar, then Mitch, and then the whole thing. But you guys didn't like this though. Most definitely like, comment, everything else, and just with this